So you've started treating your room, and for one reason or another, you've got to treat your door too. You could use acoustic panels like you have throughout the rest of the room, though they may be too heavy, you may not want to cut them in order to fill the whole door, or breaking up and redirecting sound waves isn't what you're looking for that surface in particular to do. So maybe your situation calls for a different type of material. There are some individual panel solutions you could use, but Arrowzoom's proposed solution is lightweight and easily cut fiber polyester panels that can be purchased in a bundle as a door kit. And this is the method of treatment we will discuss in this video. Arrowzoom has sent me free stuff twice now that has improved the quality and efficiency of every video with my voice in it. Arrowzoom was also extremely courteous regarding my personal schedule to produce this review. To begin, I'll discuss and review the product that was sent to me, and afterwards I'll discuss why you'd want it and what it does. So what I have to share today is Arrowzoom's Door Soundproofing Kit, aka a package of 20 polyester fiber panels with a fabric cutter and weathering strip. The goal of this kit and its panels is to mitigate echoes, reflections, and reverberations that are around your door. I'll say immediately that treating your door isn't where you should start with treatment. Like we discussed last time, your priorities are your corners and then your walls. If you've already started to treat your room, office, or studio and are looking to continue the treatment job, then getting some polyester fiber panels up on your door could be vital in eliminating even further echoes and reflections, whether you're a singer, musician, producer, or streamer. And Arrowzoom is one of a handful of stores you'll find online that offer a variety of sizes, styles, colors, and combinations of any panels or anything you'd find. I requested the white door kit, but this kit also comes in black, gray, red, and blue. They sent me the single-sided kit too, which comes with 20 panels, which was just enough to cover my average size door, but be ready to do some cutting. If you have a larger door or two doors, you'd have to consider the double-sided kit to get 40 panels. This kit comes with three things: the polyester fiber panels, weathering strip, and a fabric cutter. Additionally, I also asked for double-sided adhesive that they sell on their site too. To begin, the panels are solid and high quality and not as heavy as, say, acoustic panels are, but they won't really shine in what they do until they're all up on the door together. You're gonna want to be ready to measure and cut the panels to accommodate your doorknob and the edges of your door. Otherwise, setup wasn't too hard since I could just use the door frame to measure and align everything perfectly. Meanwhile, the fabric cutter, I believe, is just supposed to cut a bevel on the panels. However, the blade on the cutter seems to be too dull to properly cut the panels. So I'm not entirely sure if the cutter was necessary, unless of course you do need to make bevels, but I'm a little unsure if this will get the job done. So I didn't end up using it for anything. Instead, I broke out the pencil, self-healing mat, and an X-Acto knife. The weathering strip is then placed along the door frame if you don't have one already. It didn't make the full length of my door, but otherwise it helps seal the edges. Sometimes I worry about cool air getting out of my room, so I wanted to grab one of these for a while, so thanks Arrowzoom. And then there is the second product they technically included, that is the double-sided adhesive. So just a heads up, if you want to order the adhesive on their website that they provide, it is a bit weak. Now these polyester panels are lighter than the larger acoustic panels they sent me, but I still would have liked if the adhesive was stronger, or if I had ordered more so I could double them up per panel. I've had these panels up on my door for well over a week or two now, and most of the panels are just fine, they're not falling down or anything like that, but the panels that are giving me the most issues are the ones at the bottom because of friction with the floor whenever the door is opened. So for these bottom panels and for this one random higher one, I use just a tiny bit of spray adhesive on the door to hold these panels in place. So with that all said, your money is mostly going towards these polyester fiber panels. I'll tell you that the first moment I finished installing the kit, I turned perpendicular to the door and was a little shocked that I could hardly hear my loud air conditioner in my right ear. All I could hear was the AC in my left ear and my worsening tinnitus in my right. So yeah, this is a sign that the door kit is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and pretty well at that. With that said though, let's move on to what exactly does soundproofing your door do, and why would you want to do it? Let's first outline what this door kit is and what it is not, as according to reviews I've read, people had some different expectations for what this kit could do, so hopefully I can help explain that a bit. This door kit is a method to mitigate echoes, reflections, and reverberations of what you're recording within a room. It is not a barrier that prevents sound from leaving or entering a room. The idea of the door kit is to turn your door into a surface that essentially absorbs and dampens reflections and echoes. Also, like we said, at this point, the rest of your room is probably treated, so we might be looking at putting up some panels on your door to simply finish the job. But the impact of turning your door into a surface that absorbs and dampens sound waves depends on two primary factors: the shape of your room and the polar patterns of your microphone. When it comes to mic polar patterns, your standard cardioid mic might not have as many problems picking up that echo since it focuses on what's right in front of it, and you just may be too close to the mic for the echo to be an issue. So the reverberations on the other side of your room aren't going to be as potent. However, for those using bidirectional, omni, or shotgun mics, do absolutely need to consider an entire room's ambience far more than if you're just using a cardioid mic. As such, your corners and hallways will stick out much more in those recordings, meaning that eliminating some of the reflections that come from your door are even more vital. When it comes to the shape of a room, the most clear-cut situation is if the door was a wall, you'd have had it treated already, like if it's perpendicular or parallel to your recording spot, or it's deep within a hallway since hallways foster reflections exceptionally well. Why not treat it like another wall? Well, you could, but your average door is wooden, hollow, and constantly moving. Overall, you've got to evaluate if larger panels will hold, and how much of your door you want to cover in order to get the job done, though you will not be putting anything like a mattress topper on your door. They are simply way too heavy. I promise I've tried. And that's why polyester panels could be a good option to consider. They're lightweight, sectioned, can be cut, and can cover the entire surface of the door, so since the panels are so lightweight, they compensate with their wide surface area. But thanks everybody for watching. You can find me on Twitter or support me via Patreon, and if you're interested, you should be sure to watch the previous video I made on sound treatment prior to this one. In the meantime, I'm going to get back to port reviews, so until next time, thank you again for watching.